be teaching 6 exercises. For the first couple of exercises, you may need to utilize a chair. I'm going to be focusing on the lower body first, starting with the basic squat. I'm going to start with my feet slightly wider than hip width apart, with my toes pointed slightly outwards. Arms at my sides, core braced, and chest up and out. This is the starting position for the squat. On inhale, I'm going to push my hips backwards and raise my hands up to shoulder height as I descend into a sitting position until my thighs are parallel to the ground. Then, exhaling and pushing through my heels, I'm going to stand back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. I'm making sure to keep my knees in line with my toes instead of collapsing them inwards. Exhale, raise. Remember to keep that chest out and that core brace throughout as well. To decrease the difficulty, you can utilize this chair by just sitting back onto it. So same thing, inhale, lower. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, raise. To increase the difficulty, feel free to utilize free weights to add more load onto those glutes and thighs. Moving on to the second lower body exercise. This one is called a calf raise. I'm going to start with my feet at about shoulder to hip width apart, with my toes pointing forward. Arms at my side, chest out, and core braced. This is the starting position for the calf raise. On exhale, I'm going to push through the balls of my feet, lifting my heels up off the ground, coming up onto my toes. Pause for a second, and slowly lower back down as you inhale. So exhale, raise. Driving through the ball of that foot, pausing at the top. Inhale, lower. If need be, you can hold on to the back of the chair to help stabilize. Inhale, lower. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. To increase the difficulty, this can be performed by bending one of the knees at a 90-degree angle and performing this one-legged. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Remember to keep those toes pointed forwards. I recommend 1 to 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps, progressing as these exercises become easier. Moving on to the upper body. I'm going to utilize a resistance band for these couple of exercises. The first exercise I'm going to teach is called a bicep curl. So starting in a split stance, that's going to be one foot slightly in front of and one foot slightly behind my normal standing position. Gripping these handles, I'm going to place the center of the resistance band underneath my front foot. With my palms facing the ceiling and my elbows at my side, core braced, this is the starting position for the bicep curl. On exhale, I'm going to keep those elbows glued to the side and bring those hands up towards my shoulders. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Remembering to keep those palms facing upwards. Exhale, raise. And those elbows at your side. To decrease the difficulty, this can be performed with lighter resistance bands or even none at all. To increase the difficulty, utilize heavier resistance bands. Moving on to the second upper body exercise, I'm going to start in a very similar position, that split stance, but this time I'm going to be placing the resistance band underneath that back foot. Putting it underneath and opening those handles. I like to step through. Then, using that bicep curling motion, we're going to bring the handles up towards our shoulders. I'm going to rotate my wrists so my palms are facing outward and my elbows are out to the side, bringing the band behind your arms. With my core braced and my chest up and out, this is going to be the starting position for the shoulder press. On exhale, I'm going to push these hands up towards the ceiling until the elbows are extended, pausing at the top and slowly lowering on an inhale. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. Remembering to keep those elbows out to the side. Don't let them collapse inwards. Exhale, raise. Inhale, lower. I recommend 1 to 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps each side. And I like to switch which foot is in front and which foot is in back between each set. Kind of keep things balanced. For the last couple of exercises, no equipment is necessary. So I'm going to move this out of the way. These are going to be full body exercises, and the first one I'm going to be teaching is called a step jack. It is somewhat of a precursor to a jumping jack. A lot less load and pressure on the knees, very much low impact. So I'm going to start with my feet together, my knees soft, core braced, chest out, and arms to the side. This is the starting position for a step jack. I'm going to inhale and step out to the side with my right foot, bringing my arms out to the side and up overhead. Exhale, and I'm going to push off with the ball of my right foot, bringing my right foot back in and my arms down to my side. So again, that's inhale out, exhale back in. Now I'm going to switch to the left side. Inhale out, exhale, pushing off with the ball of my left foot. I'm going to inhale and step out to the side with my right foot, bringing my arms out to the side and up overhead. Exhale, and I'm going to push off with the ball of my right foot, bringing my right foot back in and my arms down to my side. So again, that's inhale out, exhale back in. Now I'm going to switch to the left side. Inhale out, exhale, pushing off with the ball of my left foot. Now I'll alternate. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. In order to decrease the difficulty, just go at a slower pace. In order to increase the difficulty, you can speed up your pace, or you can utilize ankle and wrist weights. Moving on to the very last full body exercise. This one's called a knee drive. I'm going to start with my feet slightly narrower than hip width apart, with my knees soft, my core braced, my chest out. And I'm going to start with my arms straight up overhead. This is the starting position for the knee drive. Remembering to keep that belly button pulled in, that core braced, I'm going to exhale and lift my right leg up off the floor, bringing my knee to my chest while I pull those elbows down into kind of a crunching motion. Then I'm going to inhale, back to start. Changing sides, exhale, lift the left knee up towards my chest, pull those elbows down. Inhale out. So it should look something like this. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Remembering to keep the knees soft. That'll help you keep your balance. And keep that chest out, nice and strong. Really pull those elbows down. Almost like you're pulling an imaginary resistance band that's attached to the ceiling. To decrease the difficulty, you're just gonna decrease the range of motion for those legs. You know, you only need to lift your foot up a couple inches off the ground. Exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out. To increase the difficulty, perform at a faster pace, or again, utilize those ankle and wrist weights. I recommend 1 to 2 sets of 8 to 12 reps for these last 2 exercises, remembering you need to do 8 to 12 reps each side to keep it nice and balanced.